So I prayed last night. I said, God, give me something that's kind of new, something original thought that could be, processed and thought about for a while, something new. And He brought something to my attention, and I'm excited to share it with you. And it's really simple, really, but pretty powerful. But in the beginning, God created us in His image. Of course, Adam and Eve, messed that up and, messed it up for all of us. So now, all this time later, he's thinking, and he's like, they can't be like me no more because of the fall and because of sin. So now, He has to become like us. As in John 1, it says, and the Word became flesh. Because we couldn't become like Him no more in the original state that we were created, He then had to be made like us, become flesh, so that we could someday somehow be like Him once again. And that is a pretty powerful thought. Because see, God is all about meeting us where we are at currently. Now there's a story, I don't know stories in the Bible that when Peter when he was following Jesus, he was all about living for the cause and dying for the cause, and ready to fight at the drop of a hat, for Jesus. And Jesus finally told him, he said, you're going to deny me one day. And Peter was thinking, no, I'll never deny you, never. Well, at the time, Peter did deny Him during the time of the Passion. He denied Him 3 times. And after the resurrection, Jesus appeared to Peter again, and he asked Peter, he said, as he's on the sea there fixing some fish, he says, Peter, do you love me more than these? And Peter said, yes, Lord, you know I love you. He said, then feed my sheep. But the powerful thing is the type of word love that Jesus was using compared to the word love that Peter was saying. Jesus was asking Peter, Peter, do you still love me the way that you did before? Do you still agape me, which is the word love He used? Do you love me enough to die for me still? And Peter responded with him, Lord, I love you, but it was the word love that was phileo, which was friendship type love. So when Jesus said, do you love me enough to die for me? And Peter said, no, Lord, I love you as a friend. Obviously, I can't love you the way that I said I did. When Jesus asked Peter twice, do you love me enough to die for me? Do you agape me? And Peter kept saying, no, I love you as a friend. And the third time Jesus asked him, he said, Peter, do you phileo me? Or he said, Peter, do you love me as a friend? And Peter said, yes, Lord, I love you as a friend. And feed my sheep. Jesus wanted Peter to love Him the way that He said He did in the past. He wanted agape love, but Peter wasn't able to meet Him there. He wasn't able to give him that type of love. So Jesus said, okay, then just be my friend for now. He said, I'll meet you there where you're at. I'll be your friend for now, Peter, in order for you to get you to where I need for you to be later. He was willing to meet Peter at his current state, in his current state of emotion or being. He met him there. And that's the kind of God that we serve. He's willing to go from creating this creation that was perfect, that was like Him, then we became flawed, and we lost that state of perfection, that state of almost say godlike in a way. We lost that. So now he said, now I have to be willing to go down and to meet them where they're at. I have to become like them. And I wrote this statement. This is a statement that I want y'all to kind of think about in your head. This is a seed I want to plant in you. It's that he had to become like us so that we could become like him. And that's a pretty powerful statement. And you see it, as a father. You see it, I know this. And I got 3 kids, and I know that, if they're ever out and they go out and they do something, they're out with friends or they get in trouble, whatever it is they do, they know that, hey, if you need me, you call Daddy. And Daddy's going to come and get you wherever you're at. I'm going to come and I'm going to meet you there, and I'm going to get you so that you can be with me again, and I can get you out of there. And it's that same kind of love and so much more that God has for us is, you call me and I'll meet you there and I'll come get you. And that's the ultimate thing that he showed us when he became flesh was, all right, I'm going to come get you. I'm going to come down to where you are so that you can be where I'm at here again someday. And that's the thought that I want to leave you with today is how powerful his love is, that he's willing to meet us where we're at. That he's willing to become flesh and vulnerable like us just so that we can become like him again someday.